Hello, my dear friend. I'm so glad you are here tonight. If you are tired, if you feel heavy inside, if your mind keeps circling the same thoughts, you are not alone. And if this channel and God's Word bring peace to your heart, please consider subscribing so you can always return to a quiet place with Jesus, night after night. Now, let your eyes rest. Let your shoulders drop, even a little. Let your hands soften, and take a slow breath in and out. Slowly in and out. Tonight, we are resting inside Psalm 46, a psalm for stormy seasons, a psalm for hearts that feel shaky, a psalm for nights when you want to sleep, but the world inside you feels loud, because sometimes the storm is not outside. Sometimes the storm is inside. It is the noise of worry, the rushing of what-ifs, the pressure of unfinished things, the ache of loneliness, the fear of tomorrow, the regret of yesterday. And your body can be in bed, but your mind is still running. So tonight, we are not forcing anything. We are not pushing your thoughts away. We are not trying to win against your mind. We are simply coming into refuge, because refuge is not a mood. Refuge is a person. Refuge is the presence of God. So, if your heart is tired, you can come. If your faith feels small, you can come. If you don't know what to do, you can come. The psalm begins with a sentence that feels like a warm door opening. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Psalm 46:1. God is our refuge. Refuge, a safe place to run, not a place you earn, not a place you deserve, not a place you have to pay for. A refuge is given because storms are real, and God is not ashamed to be your refuge. He does not stand far away and say, "Calm down first." He does not look at you and say, "Fix yourself." He says, "Come here." God is our refuge and strength. Strength, not your strength, His strength. The kind that does not drain, the kind that does not collapse, the kind that does not disappear when the night feels long. And then, a very present help. Very present, not distant, not delayed, not distracted, not half present, very present. God is close, God is near, God is here, and not only here when things go well, a very present help, in trouble, not after you solve it, not after you understand it, not after you become brave, in trouble. So if tonight you feel trouble close to your chest, God is closer. If tonight you feel fear rising in your throat, God is nearer. If tonight you feel alone, God is present, very present. So let that be your first soft landing tonight. God is refuge. God is strength. God is present. Now, the psalm continues. Not by pretending storms don't exist, but by showing you what happens when God is your shelter. Therefore will not we fear, though the earth be removed, and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea. Psalm 46:2. Therefore, because God is refuge, because God is strength, because God is present, therefore we will not fear. Even if the earth be removed, even if what felt stable now feels unstable, even if what you trusted now feels uncertain, even if your life feels like something is shifting, even if you don't know how things will turn out, therefore will not we fear, not because the storm is small, but because God is bigger. And then, though the waters thereof roar and be troubled, though the mountains shake with the swelling thereof. Psalm 46:3. Roar, troubled, shake, swelling. That is what anxiety feels like roaring water inside the chest, like shaking ground under the heart, like swelling thoughts that grow larger at night. The psalm is not denying your experience, it is naming it, and then it places something stronger above it. God is our refuge. So tonight, if your thoughts feel like roaring water, you don't have to jump into the water and fight it. You can step back into the shelter, because refuge is where you breathe again. Refuge is where you stop scanning for danger. Refuge is where your body can unclench. Refuge is where you stop trying to be God, and you let God be God. Now, I want you to imagine something very gentle. Imagine a storm outside. Rain, wind, dark sky, and then imagine a strong house, warm inside, quiet, the doors closed, the windows steady. The storm is real, but it cannot enter, because the shelter is strong. That is what refuge is like. The storm may exist in your life, but it does not have to enter your soul, because God is your refuge. Now, you might be thinking, but I still feel the storm inside, and that is okay. Sometimes it takes time for the body to learn safety. So tonight we do it slowly. We do it with repetition. We do it with gentle truth, like rocking a child back to sleep. God is our refuge and strength. Psalm 46:1. A very present help in trouble. Psalm 46:1. Therefore will not we fear. Psalm 46:2. Even if the waters roar. Psalm 46:3. Even if the mountains shake. Psalm 46:3. God is our refuge. Now, notice your body again. Is your forehead tight? Let it soften. Is your jaw clenched? Let it loosen. Are your shoulders raised? Let them fall. Are your hands gripping? Let your fingers relax. Just a little, and breathe in and out. And as you breathe out, imagine you are stepping one step deeper into refuge. Not running, not forcing, just stepping. Now, some of you have been strong all day. You have carried people. You have carried tasks. You have carried worries quietly. You have held it together. And now the night comes, and the body finally says, I am tired. So tonight, you don't have to keep performing strength. God is strength. You don't have to keep watch. God is present. You don't have to build a shelter. God is refuge. Now, Psalm 46 is going to guide us into an even softer place, because after it speaks of roaring waters, it speaks of a river, not roaring, not violent, a river, steady, gentle, healing. There is a river, the streams whereof shall make glad the city of God. Psalm 46:4. We will go there soon, but first, I want you to feel this. God is not asking you to be fearless. He is offering you refuge. He is not asking you to control the storm. He is offering you His presence, a very present help. So, if you are listening tonight and your heart feels fragile, you are not failing. You are simply human, and God's Word is meeting you where you are, not where you pretend to be. So rest your mind for a moment. You don't have to figure out the whole psalm right now. Just let the first sentence hold you. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Psalm 46:1. Again, God is our refuge. God is our strength. God is very present. And if you only take one truth into the night, let it be this. God is here, very present in your trouble, so you can breathe and you can begin to rest. Now, let's go a little slower. Not trying to force sleep, just letting your body learn safety. Take a gentle breath in and let it out. In and out. If your mind is busy, that's okay. We are not fighting your mind. We are giving it a softer place to rest, because Psalm 46 is not only about storms, it is also about a river, and the difference matters. Storm water roars, river water flows, storm water threatens, river water comforts. So listen. There is a river, the streams whereof shall make glad the city of God, the holy place of the tabernacles of the Most High. Psalm 46:4. There is a river, not maybe. There is meaning. Even if you feel dry inside, even if you feel empty, even if the day took too much from you, God still has a river, a steady supply, a quiet flow. The streams whereof shall make glad. Make glad. That word is gentle. Glad is not pressure. Glad is not pretending. Glad is not forcing yourself to be happy. Glad is what happens when your soul finally feels safe again. Glad is what happens when the heart stops bracing. Glad is what happens when you remember God is here. Now, the city of God, the holy place, the tabernacles of the Most High. This is a picture of where God dwells, where God stays, where God's presence is not occasional, but constant. And tonight, you can let that picture become personal. Imagine your inner world, like a city, not a city of chaos, not a city with alarms, a city with a river, a city that is nourished, a city that is being refreshed. Because God is not only the one who stops storms, He is the one who restores what storms drained. So breathe in and out. And as you breathe out, imagine the river flowing through your chest. Not dramatic, not loud, just steady, quiet, soft, like a gentle stream that never rushes you. Now, if your thoughts are loud, imagine the river moving beneath them. Thoughts can be loud like wind, but the river keeps flowing, steady, underneath, and that is what God's peace is like. You may still have thoughts, but peace can flow beneath them. So you don't have to panic about thinking, you simply return to the river. There is a river. Psalm 46:4. Now listen to the next verse. God is in the midst of her. She shall not be moved. God shall help her, and that right early. Psalm 46:5. God is in the midst, in the middle, not watching from the edge, not far away, in the midst. So, if you feel like you are in the middle of something, in the middle of waiting, in the middle of a hard season, in the middle of uncertainty, God is in the midst. And because God is in the midst, she shall not be moved. Not because you feel strong, not because you held it together perfectly today, but because God is there. So tonight, you don't have to hold yourself together alone. You are being held. God is in the midst. Now, the verse continues. God shall help her. God shall help, not might. Shall, and that right early. Right early. Meaning God's help is not careless. God's help is not late. God's help is timely. God's help is exact. Sometimes fear says, what if I don't get help in time? But Psalm 46 answers, God shall help, and that right early. So you can let your body soften. You can stop anticipating disaster. You can stop staying on alert, because you have refuge. You have presence. You have help. Now, if your shoulders are still tense, let this verse speak into your shoulders. God is in the midst. Psalm 46:5. If your jaw is tight, Let this verse speak into your jaw. She shall not be moved. Psalm 46:5. If your chest feels heavy, let this verse speak into your chest. God shall help her. Psalm 46:5. And as you hear it, as you receive it, let your breathing become slower. In and out. In and out. Now, Psalm 46 is realistic. It does not say the world is always calm. It says God is always present. So listen. The heathen raged, the kingdoms were moved. He uttered his voice, the earth melted. Psalm 46:6. The heathen raged, the kingdoms were moved. That is noise. That is instability. That is pressure. That is chaos. And maybe your day felt like that. Not necessarily nations, but emotions, people, unexpected changes, things you couldn't control. Raged, moved, and then he uttered his voice, God speaks, and the earth melted. Meaning, God's voice has authority over what feels unmovable. God's voice can soften what feels hard. God's voice can quiet what feels loud. So tonight, you don't have to create peace. You can receive it. You can listen. Now, if you want a very simple prayer, you can say it like this: Lord, utter your voice over me. Not a loud voice, a calming voice, a steady voice, a voice that melts anxiety, a voice that loosens tension, a voice that brings my body back to safety. Now, we return to the anchor sentence, the sentence you can hold when you don't know what else to hold. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Selah. Psalm 46:7. The Lord of hosts, the Lord of strength, the Lord of power beyond what you can see, with us, not against you, not annoyed with you. And the God of Jacob. Jacob was not perfect. Jacob feared, Jacob struggled, Jacob wrestled, and still, God was refuge. So if you feel imperfect tonight, if your faith feels small tonight, if you feel tired tonight, you are still welcome in refuge. Selah. That word invites you to stop, to breathe, to let the truth sink. Not rushing, not pushing, just letting it settle. So, let it settle now. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. In and out again. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Now, imagine you are stepping into a calm place. Not a fantasy, just a simple inner picture. A quiet city, a river flowing through it, and in the center of the city, God's presence, not far, in the midst. So you are not trying to stand alone in the storm. You are resting in the middle of refuge. Now, some nights, your mind tries to check everything, like a guard walking the walls, and you can feel tired of that. So tonight, you can let God be the guard, because He does not slumber, He does not sleep. You can lay down the watch, you can lay down the scanning, you can lay down the need to be ready for everything. And if your mind says, but what if something happens? You can answer softly, the Lord of hosts is with us. Psalm 46:7. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Psalm 46:7. God is in the midst. Psalm 46:5. Now, let's do something very gentle. If a worry comes, you don't have to push it away. You can place it on the river, like placing a leaf on the water and letting it float. Not because it doesn't matter, but because you don't have to carry it right now. So, if the worry is about tomorrow, place it on the river. If the worry is about a person, place it on the river. If the worry is about your health, place it on the river. If the worry is about money, place it on the river. If the worry is about being alone, place it on the river and watch it drift and drift and drift, and you return to the steady flow. There is a river. Psalm 46:4. Now your breath can slow even more. In and out, in and out. And if you feel your eyelids getting heavier, that is good. That is your body receiving safety. That is refuge becoming real. Now, we are going to continue in the next part. We will explore the psalm more deeply. We will go toward the line your nervous system needs most. Be still. And we will let that stillness become a soft practice. Not one time, but again and again, until your thoughts become fewer and your body feels safe enough to drift. Now, stay with me, dear friend. You are doing well, not by effort, by returning to refuge, returning to breath, returning to God. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Psalm 46:7 with us. Refuge, with us, refuge. Let the words slow your nervous system. Now, Psalm 46 gently invites you to shift your focus away from the storm and toward the Lord. Not because we deny what hurts, but because fear becomes louder when it is the only thing you look at. So listen. Come, behold the works of the Lord, what desolations he hath made in the earth. Psalm 46:8. Come, not try harder. Come, not fix everything. Come. It's an invitation, a soft doorway. Behold, look, slowly, not with panic, with trust, the works of the Lord, what God has done, what God can do, what God will do. And then that word, desolations. It can sound heavy, but the psalm is not trying to make you afraid. It is showing you this. God sees the brokenness. God sees the ruins. God sees what you cannot repair by yourself. God sees what feels unfair. God sees what feels too big. And still, he remains God. Still, he remains faithful. Still, he remains refuge. So, if part of your heart feels like a ruin tonight, a shattered place, a place that got tired of hoping, you can bring that place into God's presence, not with shame, with honesty. Lord, this place feels broken. Be my refuge here. Be very present here, because God does not only protect the strong parts of you, he comes close to the fragile parts too. Now, the psalm moves into a picture of God's power, but not the kind of power that scares you, the kind of power that makes you feel safe. Listen. He maketh wars to cease unto the end of the earth. He breaketh the bow and cutteth the spear in sunder. He burneth the chariot in the fire. Psalm 46:9. He maketh wars to cease. God ends wars. God stops what destroys. God breaks the bow. He cuts the spear. He burns the chariot, the weapons, the threats, the machines of fear. He takes what is used to harm, and he dismantles it. Now, this verse speaks about the world, but tonight it also speaks about your inner world, because some people go to bed with an inner war, not because they want to, but because worry keeps attacking, regret keeps chasing, fear keeps marching, thoughts keep firing arrows. So hear this gently. God can end the war inside you, not by you forcing yourself to be calm, not by you shaming yourself for being anxious, but by God being God. He maketh wars to cease. So tonight, you don't have to be at war with yourself. You don't have to wrestle every thought. You don't have to win every mental argument. You can step into refuge and let God do what he does. Break the bow, cut the spear, burn the chariot, meaning God can weaken the power of anxiety. God can interrupt the cycle God can soften the tightness. God can quiet the noise. Now, some nights, your mind acts like a soldier, always alert, always scanning, always preparing, and it is exhausting. So tonight, let God be the protector. Let God be the guard. Let God be the one who stays awake, and you can be the one who rests. Now, we arrive at the line that many hearts need most at night, a line that feels like God placing His hand over the rushing waters and saying, "Enough. Be still and know that I am God." Psalm 46 and 10. Be still, not be perfect, not be productive, not be strong. Be still. This is not God scolding you. This is God rescuing you. Because panic makes you run. Panic makes you grip. Panic makes you scramble. So God says, be still. Come back to safety. Come back to the river. Come back to refuge. Be still and know. Know. Not solve. Not figure out. Know. Like resting your weight on something solid. Know. Like leaning against a wall that cannot move. Know that I am God. Meaning, I am the one holding this. I am the one above this. I am the one present in this. And you are not required to be God tonight. You don't have to carry everything. You don't have to control outcomes. You don't have to predict tomorrow. You don't have to replay yesterday. Be still and know I am God. Now, listen to the rest of the verse. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. Psalm 46:10. This is God saying, my throne is not fragile. My power is not temporary. My authority is not threatened by chaos. I will be exalted, even when nations rage, even when kingdoms move, even when the world feels unstable. So your peace is not built on everything becoming calm around you. Your peace is built on God remaining God, and that is a stronger foundation. Now, if your mind says, but I still feel afraid, you can answer softly. Feeling afraid does not mean God is absent. Feeling afraid does not mean refuge is gone. It only means you are human, and humans need stillness. So you practice stillness gently, not once, again and again. Be still and know. Be still and know. And if you want to practice with your breathing, you can do it like this. Breathe in, and on the exhale, be still. Breathe in, and on the exhale, and know. Breathe in, and on the exhale, that I am God. Slowly, not forcing. Now, I want to speak gently to the part of you that feels guilty for resting. Because some of us learned, rest is lazy. Rest is unsafe. Rest is weakness, but in God's word, rest is trust. Stillness is worship. Sleep is surrender. So tonight, you can stop proving yourself. You can stop earning love. You can stop auditioning for peace, because peace is a gift. God is refuge. Now, Psalm 46 repeats its anchor, like a chorus, like a safe return. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Selah. Psalm 46:11. Again, the Lord of hosts is with us. Not far, not distracted, with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Refuge, not a concept, a place, a shelter, a stronghold. Selah, a holy slowing, a pause in the soul, not a command to do more, an invitation to breathe. So breathe, in and out, and let the words become simple again. God is my refuge. God is my strength. God is very present. Be still and know. Now, if thoughts come, let them float on the river. If a memory comes, let it float. If a worry comes, let it float. You are not ignoring life. You are placing life into God's hands for the night, because nighttime is not the hour to carry heavy things. Nighttime is the hour to be held, so you can say quietly, Lord, I hand you the storm, I hand you the noise, I hand you the pressure, I hand you the unknown. Be my refuge, be my strength, be very present. Now, we will continue in the next part. We will take the river image deeper. We will bring God's presence into your specific storm. We will soften the heart further until the psalm begins to feel like a lullaby and your body begins to drift. Now, stay close. We are still in Psalm 46, still inside Refuge, not rushing, just letting peace become deeper. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Psalm 46:1, very present. So you don't have to chase God tonight. You don't have to climb. You don't have to perform. You simply receive. Now, let's return to the river. There is a river, the streams whereof shall make glad the city of God. Psalm 46:4. A river, steady, gentle, flowing. Tonight, let your mind stop acting like everything is fire. Not everything is emergency. Not everything needs to be solved right now. There is a river, and a river does not panic. A river does not argue. A river does not rush. It flows, and the streams make glad, not loud happiness, quiet gladness, the kind that arrives when the body finally feels safe, the kind that arrives when your chest loosens, the kind that arrives when you realize, I'm not alone. Now, the city of God. This is a picture of stability, because storms try to convince you that everything will fall apart. But Psalm 46 gives you a different picture. A city with a river, a city with God in the center, not chaos in the center, not fear in the center. God. So tonight, you can let your inner world become that city. Not because you feel perfect, because God is present. Now listen. God is in the midst of her. She shall not be moved. Psalm 46:5. God is in the midst, in the middle, not visiting the edges, in the midst. So what if tonight your middle is what needs care? The middle of your chest, the middle of your thoughts, the middle of your tiredness, the middle of your loneliness. God is in the midst, and because He is there, she shall not be moved. Not because the city has strong walls, but because God is inside. So if you feel shaky, you can whisper, God is in the midst. Psalm 46:5. If you feel like you might fall apart, you can whisper, she shall not be moved. Psalm 46:5. Not as a fight, as a comfort. Now, the verse continues, God shall help her, and that right early. Psalm 46:5, right early. There is something tender about that. It means God does not forget the morning. God does not forget your next step. God does not ignore what you need. God knows when to help. God knows how to help. So if part of you fears tomorrow, you can hand tomorrow to God tonight. Not with drama, just gently. Lord, help me right early. Help me in time. Help me in the way I need. Now, maybe your storm is not one big thing. Maybe it is many small things, small pressures, small disappointments, small fears that add up, and at night they pile together. So tonight, we do something simple. We let God be the center, not the pile, not the pressure, not the fear. God. Now, let's bring Psalm 46:6 close. The heathen raged, the kingdoms were moved. Psalm 46:6. Raged, moved, that is outside chaos, But it can also feel like inside chaos, because some days feel like constant motion, constant change, constant demand, and you try to keep up, and you feel tired. But then, he uttered his voice, the earth melted. Psalm 46, verse 6. He uttered his voice, God speaks, and the earth melted. Meaning, God's voice can soften the hard ground. God's voice can loosen what feels stuck. God's voice can quiet what feels loud. So, tonight, we don't need to shout at our thoughts. We listen for God's voice. And his voice in this psalm is gentle. Be still and know. Now, I want to help your mind settle in a practical way. Because sometimes the mind doesn't settle by being told to settle. It settles by being given a simple place to rest. So, tonight, your simple place is the river and the center of the city. So, imagine a quiet river flowing through the city of God. The water is calm. The air is still. The night is soft. No alarms, no rushing. The river moves steadily, and every time your mind tries to jump to worry, you return to the river. There is a river. Psalm 46, 4. Now, if you want, you can let your worries become names, just one at a time, not all at once. Name one worry softly and place it on the river, not to ignore it, but to release it for the night. Because you cannot fix everything at midnight. You can only rest and be held. So you place the worry and you watch it drift, and you return to the river again. There is a river. The streams make glad. Now, I want to speak gently to your body, because your body is part of your worship tonight. If your shoulders are tight, let the river loosen them. If your jaw is clenched, let the river soften it. If your stomach feels knotted, let the river uncoil it slowly. Not instantly, slowly, because safety is learned. So breathe in and out, in and out. And each time you exhale, imagine you are stepping deeper into the city, deeper into refuge, deeper into God's presence. Now, listen again to Psalm 46, 7. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Selah. Psalm 46, 7. The Lord of hosts. That name is strength. It means God has power beyond what you can see. But the psalm does not say, above you. It says, with us, with you. So you are not facing your storm alone. And the God of Jacob, Jacob, with his fear, Jacob, with his weakness, Jacob, with his wrestling, and still, God was refuge. So you do not need to be perfect to be held. You only need to come. Selah. Let it slow you. Let it sink. Now, sometimes when people can't sleep, they think, I need a perfect, quiet mind. But the Psalms teach something different. You don't need a perfect, quiet mind. You need a faithful refuge. Because even if your thoughts come and go, God remains. Even if your feelings change, God remains. Even if the night feels long, God remains. So tonight, you stop measuring your peace and you start receiving God's presence. Now, let Psalm 46:1 become a soft repetition. God is our refuge. God is our strength. God is very present. Psalm 46:1-1. Again, God is our refuge. God is our strength. God is very present. Now, if you want a gentle prayer, you can pray in small sentences. Jesus, be my refuge. Be my strength. Be very present. Let your river flow in me. Make glad the city of my soul. Be in the midst. Hold me steady. Help me right early. Now, notice, as you pray like that, your mind doesn't have to work hard, because the prayer is simple. The prayer is soft. The prayer is true. Now, we will keep moving gently in the next part. Still Psalm 46. Still the same shelter. But we will begin to personalize it even more. We will let wars to cease become very inward. We will let be still become a deeper release. And we will start preparing for the long descent into sleep. Less effort, more quiet, more rest. Now, stay close, dear friend. We are entering the softer discovery of Psalm 46. Not a discovery that shouts, a discovery that settles. Because sometimes you already know the verses, but your body still feels like it's bracing. Sometimes your mind agrees, but your chest is still tight. Sometimes your faith is real, but your nervous system is still tired. So tonight, God is not only speaking to your thoughts, He is speaking to your whole being. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Psalm 46, 1. Very present, that is the key. Your refuge is not distant. Your refuge is not delayed. Your refuge is not waiting for you to become calm first. Your refuge is present, right now. And here is the gentle discovery. You don't have to climb out of your storm to find God. You can meet God in the middle of it. God is in the midst of her. Psalm 46, 5. In the midst. That means even if you feel messy, even if you feel uncertain, even if you feel like your thoughts are scattered, God is not standing outside your life. He is in the midst. So tonight, you do not come to God as a performer. You come as you are, tired, human, needing safety. And God does not reject a tired soul. He becomes refuge. Now, Psalm 46 speaks about wars, about weapons being broken, about violence being ended, and for your night, this becomes something personal, because many people go to bed with an inner war, not a war they chose, a war that happens when the room becomes quiet, the war of what-ifs, the war of replaying, the war of trying to control outcomes, the war of needing certainty. And you may know that war. You lie down, and your mind begins marching. It scans tomorrow. It replays today. It remembers yesterday. It imagines 10 different futures. And it is exhausting. So hear this verse like a gentle promise. He maketh wars to cease unto the end of the earth. He breaketh the bow, and cutteth the spear in sunder. He burneth the chariot in the fire. Psalm 46, 9. He maketh wars to cease. Meaning, God can stop the inner battle. God can interrupt the cycle. God can quiet the marching. God can end the endless rehearsal. He breaketh the bow. The bow is a thing that fires arrows, and anxiety fires arrows. What if you fail? What if you lose? What if it gets worse? What if you're alone? What if you can't handle it? So Psalm 46 says, God can break the bow. He can weaken the weapon. He can reduce the power of fear. He can quiet the shooting. He cutteth the spear in sunder. The spear is close-range threat. The sharp feeling in your chest. The sudden tightness. The panic that pokes you in the middle of the night. God can cut the spear. He can disarm what feels sharp. He can soften what feels stabbing. He burneth the chariot in the fire. The chariot is the thing that chases. And some thoughts chase you, even when you try to relax, even when you try to breathe, even when you try to pray. They chase. So Psalm 46 says, God can burn the chariot. God can stop the chase. Not because you wrestled harder, but because He is God. Now, this is a discovery. You are not asked to fight the war inside you alone. You are invited into refuge. Because refuge is where the war ends. Refuge is where you stop being your own savior. Refuge is where you stop trying to control everything. Refuge is where you rest and let God hold what you cannot hold. Now, maybe you are thinking, but I've tried to calm down and I still feel anxious. And that is okay. Because Psalm 46 does not say, calm yourself. It says, God is refuge. God is strength. God is present. God speaks. God ends wars. So the focus is not your performance. The focus is God's presence. Now, we come again to the most tender command, the one that quiets the inner war. Be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. Be still. This is not God scolding you. This is God rescuing you. Like He is saying, you can stop running now. You can stop racing now. You can stop fixing now. Be still, because I am here. And know, not figure out, not solve. No, like resting your weight. No, like leaning. Know that I am God. Meaning, you are not God. Your fear is not God. Your thoughts are not God. Your worst case scenarios are not God. God is God. So tonight, you can let God be God, and you can be a loved child, safe enough to rest. Now, I want to speak softly to a very common fear, the fear of letting go. Because some part of you may believe, if I relax, something might happen. If I stop worrying, I might miss something. If I stop planning, I might fail. So you keep your mind on. You keep your heart ready. You keep your body tense, not because you enjoy it, because you tried to stay safe. So let God meet that part of you gently. God does not shame your survival. He offers you a better shelter, a stronger protection, a refuge that does not require tension. So tonight, you can surrender with kindness. You can say, Lord, I release the need to control. I release the need to predict. I release the need to replay. I release the need to carry tomorrow in my chest. Be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. Now, let's bring very present help into your specific life, because some storms have names: a relationship, a decision, a health concern, a financial pressure, a loneliness that feels heavy, a grief you don't talk about. So tonight, choose just one thing. Not all things. One thing. And hold it gently in your mind, not to solve it, just to offer it. And then, place it into God's hands. Like placing a small stone into a strong palm. You don't have to throw it. You place it. And you can whisper, God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Psalm 46:1. And then you let the river carry the rest. There is a river, Psalm 46:4. You don't have to understand how. You don't have to feel instant change. You only return, again and again. Refuge, river, midst, stillness. Now, let's practice stillness in a gentle way. Not forced, not perfect, just gentle. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, be still. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, and know. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, that I am God. Psalm 46:10. Slowly, now, if your mind wanders, that's okay. You are not failing. You simply return. Be still, and know. And each return is a small act of trust. Now, listen to the chorus again. It matters because it repeats. It repeats like a lullaby. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Psalm 46:11. With us, not far, not late. With us. Refuge, not fragile, not temporary. Refuge, and the God of Jacob. This means something tender, because Jacob was not a perfect, polished person. He had fear, he had struggle, and God still stayed near. So tonight, your imperfections do not cancel God's presence. Your tiredness does not cancel refuge. Your anxiety does not disqualify you. You are welcome here. Now, I want to offer a simple truth to your heart. Peace is not your reward for being good. Peace is God's gift to the weary. Refuge is not earned. Refuge is received. So you can stop auditioning, stop proving, stop trying to do it right. Tonight, you simply rest, because God is very present. Now, in the next part, we will rise into the gentle peak of confidence again. Not intense, not loud, just steady reassurance. We will gather the psalm into a soft rhythm, and then we will begin the long descent into sleep. Now, stay here, dear friend. We are reaching the gentle peak of Psalm 46. Not a peak of excitement, a peak of safety, a quiet confidence that settles deep, because a storm does not get the final word. God does. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Psalm 46, 1-1. Refuge, strength, present. Let that be your foundation tonight. Now, Psalm 46 shows you two realities at once. The world can shake, and God can still be steady. The waters can roar, and God can still be refuge. People can rage, and God can still be God. So listen again. The heathen raged, the kingdoms were moved. Psalm 46:6. Raged, moved. That is what chaos looks like. That is what anxiety feels like. It feels like something is always shifting, always unstable, always one more thing. And then, he uttered his voice, the earth melted. Psalm 46:6. He uttered his voice, God speaks, and the earth melted, meaning God's voice is greater than the loudest chaos. Not because he shouts, because he has authority, because he is God. So tonight, you do not have to argue with your fear. You do not have to wrestle every thought. You can come under God's voice. And his voice in this psalm is calm. It is firm and gentle. Be still. Now, the psalm invites you. Come, behold the works of the Lord. Psalm 46:8. Come, behold. This is a shift of attention, because fear wants you to behold the storm. But Scripture says, behold the Lord. Behold his faithfulness. Behold his power. Behold his history of rescue. Behold his ability to carry his people. And when you behold God, the storm becomes smaller. Not because it is not real, but because it is not God. Now, the psalm speaks again of God ending violence. He maketh wars to cease unto the end of the earth. Psalm 46:9. This is what God does. He ends wars. He stops what destroys. He breaks what threatens. He cuts what harms. He burns what chases. And for your heart tonight, this is the reassurance. God can end the inner war, the war of worry, the war of self-accusation, the war of needing certainty, the war of replaying and rehearsing. He maketh wars to cease. So you can stop fighting now. You can stop pushing yourself. You can stop staying on alert, because the Lord of hosts is with you. Now, the peak line, the heart of the psalm, the line that quiets the nervous system. Be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. Be still. This is not God asking you to be empty. It is God asking you to stop scrambling, to stop sprinting inside your mind, to stop trying to hold everything together. Be still, come into refuge, and know, like resting your weight on truth. Know, like leaning on something unmovable. Know that I am God, meaning I am the one holding what you fear. I am the one above what threatens you. I am the one present in your trouble. And you do not have to be God tonight. You do not have to carry the outcomes. You do not have to carry the future. You do not have to carry the opinions of others. You do not have to carry the entire world. Be still and know that I am God. Now listen to the rest. I will be exalted among the heathen, I will be exalted in the earth. Psalm 46:8-10. This is the deep reassurance. It means God will remain God, even when people are loud, even when the world is unstable, even when your circumstances are not resolved yet. God will be exalted. God will not be dethroned by your storm. So your peace is not dependent on everything being fixed tonight. Your peace is dependent on God being unshakable, and God is unshakable. So tonight, you can release your grip, not because you don't care, but because you are not alone, not because the problem disappears, but because God is present, a very present help. Now, the psalm closes with the chorus, like a soft seal, like a gentle lock on the door of refuge. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Psalm 46:11. The Lord of hosts with us, meaning you are not facing life alone. You are not facing the night alone. You are not facing your thoughts alone. And the God of Jacob, our refuge, meaning even if you are imperfect, even if you are still healing, even if you still have fears, God is still your refuge. Now, let's gather the psalm into a steady calming chain, not rushing. Let it become slow. God is our refuge and strength. Psalm 46:1. A very present help in trouble. Psalm 46:1. There is a river. Psalm 46:4. God is in the midst. Psalm 46:5. The Lord of hosts is with us. Psalm 46:7. He maketh wars to cease. Psalm 46:9. Be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Psalm 46:11. Again, refuge, strength, present, river, midst, with us, still, God. Now, if your mind tries to go back to fear, you don't have to fight it. You just return. Return to the river. Return to refuge. Return to stillness. Be still and know. Now, you may notice your body changing, your breathing slowing, your shoulders dropping, your face softening. That is not you trying. That is your body receiving safety. That is the psalm doing its work. That is God's presence settling over you. Now, we begin the descent into sleep. In the next part, we reduce new ideas. We increase repetition. We soften the language. We let the psalm become a night prayer, a lullaby of refuge, until your thoughts become fewer and sleep becomes natural. Now, everything can slow down. No more striving, no more fixing, no more trying to carry what is too heavy. This is the hour to rest. This is the hour to be held. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Psalm 46:1. Refuge, strength, very present. Tonight, you are not alone. So breathe gently in and out, in and out. If thoughts come, let them come. You don't have to chase them. You don't have to solve them. You can let them pass and return to refuge. Now, let the storm images become distant, not denied, just no longer in the center. Therefore will not we fear, though the earth be removed. Psalm 46:2. Even if things feel uncertain, even if you don't know what comes next, God is refuge. Though the waters thereof roar and be troubled. Psalm 46:3. If your mind has been roaring, if your heart has been troubled, you can lay it down, not by force, by surrender, because God is very present. Now, let the river come close again. There is a river, the streams whereof shall make glad the city of God. Psalm 46:4. There is a river, steady, gentle, flowing. Imagine it softly. No loud waves, no crashing, only a quiet flow. A flow that does not rush you, a flow that does not shame you, a flow that continues even when you are tired, And as you imagine it, let your breath match it. In and out, in and out. Now, let your body soften in layers, not all at once, just layers. Forehead, soft. Eyes, heavy. Jaw, loose. Shoulders, down. Hands, resting. Chest, quiet. And if tension returns, that's okay. You return again. Refuge. River. Stillness. Now, listen. God is in the midst of her. She shall not be moved. Psalm 46:5. God is in the midst. So you are held. God is in the midst. So you are not abandoned. God is in the midst. So your heart can stop racing. She shall not be moved. Not because you are strong, because God is present. Now, God shall help her, and that right early. Psalm 46:5. God shall help right early. So tomorrow is not outside God's care. Tomorrow is not outside God's sight. Tomorrow is not outside God's strength. So you don't have to carry tomorrow tonight. Night is for rest. Now, the heathen raged, the kingdoms were moved. Psalm 46:6. The world can be loud, life can be loud, but then he uttered his voice, the earth melted. Psalm 46:6. God speaks, and what felt so hard begins to loosen. What felt so stuck begins to soften. What felt so loud begins to quiet. Now, let the chorus return like a lullaby. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Psalm 46:7. With us. Refuge. With us. Refuge. Again. With us. Refuge. Now, if your mind tries to pick up the war again, you can set it down, because God ends wars. He maketh wars to cease. Psalm 46:9. He maketh wars to cease. So you can stop fighting tonight. You can stop rehearsing. You can stop scanning. You can stop racing. Now, the words for your whole night. Be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. Be still, be still, be still, and know that I am God. Be still and know, be still and know. Now, let the sentence become softer. Be still and know. Be still and know. Now, a gentle prayer. Jesus, be my refuge. Be my strength. Be very present. Let your river flow through my thoughts. Carry away the noise. Quiet my chest. Soften my body. Help me to be still. Help me to know that you are God. Now, you don't have to hold on to many words. You can rest. You can simply breathe in and out, in and out. God is refuge. God is strength. God is present. Be still, be still. Now, feel the bed beneath you. It holds you, and God holds you more. The Lord of hosts is with you. The God of Jacob is your refuge. So you can rest. Now, we will go even quieter in the final part. Fewer words, more repetition, more softness, more sleep. Now, we stay in the quiet. No more effort, no more trying, just resting. Your breathing can be soft. Your eyelids can be heavy. And if thoughts come, let them drift like leaves on a river and return to refuge. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Psalm 46:1. Refuge, strength, very present. Now, let the storm be far away. Therefore will not we fear. Psalm 46:2. Not because you are strong, because God is refuge. Now, there is a river. Psalm 46:4. A river, steady, gentle, flowing. Let it soothe your mind. Let it soften your chest. Let it calm your breathing, in and out, in and out. Now, God is in the midst of her. She shall not be moved. Psalm 46:5. God is in the midst. So you are held. God is in the midst, so you are not alone. She shall not be moved, so you can stop bracing. Now, the Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Psalm 46, line 7. With us, refuge. With us, refuge. Again, with us, refuge. Now, he maketh wars to cease. Psalm 46, line 9. The inner war can end, so you can rest. Now, be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46 and 10. Be still, be still, be still, and know I am God. Now, a final gentle prayer. Jesus, I am tired. Be my refuge. Be my strength. Be very present. Let your peace settle over me. Help me to be still. Help me to know that you are God. Now, you don't have to follow the words. You can drift. God is refuge. God is strength. God is present. Be still. Be still. Be still. The Lord of hosts is with you. The God of Jacob is your refuge, and you can sleep in peace. Amen.